It is time for Coach Jon Gruden's shred line, baby.
I love it. You can shred in a good way and shred in a bad way. And I love the song. Do we have the song queued up?
We got the song. We got it, Coach. It's going,
Let's
baby.
start out with the Detroit Lions. Let's take a look at this tape here. Can we roll it?
Well, somebody's going to get shredded.
Yeah,
Hey,
there we go.
We got Jared Goff shredding the Chicago Bears. He threw the vertical game yesterday, 325 yards, 5 touchdowns he threw. And Amon-Ra St. Brown had 3 of them, but he threw the ball tight windows in the red zone. How about this at the end of the first half? Shred! He shredded the Bears, man. Look at this deep shot. Great protection. Look at this accuracy. Jared Goff, the Detroit Lions, everybody was crying, saying we got a new offensive coordinator. Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown put on a show. So that's a great shred. But one of the things I'd really like to shred is guys wearing number 0. I can't stand seeing my favorite running back, Jahmyr Gibbs, wearing number 0. Everybody in the league has guys wearing number 0. Even my favorite guy, Roquan Smith. I hate that number. Everybody's wearing number 0. What's next? Fractions? Decimal points? What are we going to do? Put 3-4 digits on these guys? You think Barry Sanders would wear 0? Can you see Reggie White wearing 0 or Derek Brooks? Get rid of that number. Go back to the conventional digits. And the other thing I want to shred is some of these officials. Like at the end of the Arizona game. Can you imagine this being a roughing the passer penalty against Sweat? That's horrific. I mean, these games are being decided by referees inside of 2 minutes. And this is like giving a guy a speeding ticket for going 31 miles an hour in a 30. It's just too much officiating. It's way over the top. And what really made me sick was the Arkansas State, Iowa State game. I mean, this is going to be one of the greatest college upsets. Here goes my quarterback, Rayner, for a touchdown. This is going to be one of the shocking upsets of all time. And they called this holding penalty on number 50. It might have been the worst call I have ever seen. It makes me sick. I am really still crushed by this call against Arkansas State. I think it was a Big 12 official, and I think it's nonsense. It makes me sick. And how about what happened at the end of the Denver Bronco Indianapolis Colt game? The game is over. The Broncos won. And they call leveraging. 3 officials get together. And I know they came out today and said there was some leveraging there. It had no impact on the kick whatsoever. And I wonder if they would have called that penalty if he would have made the kick. And I just think this is a horrific way to end football games with controversial officiating. I don't know how you guys feel, but what really deserves a shred today is Greg Olsen. I mean, Greg Olsen doesn't even come in here. And I've heard all the excuses as a head coach. I've heard them all. But for a grown man to say, I overslept, and to get away with it, I want to shred Portnoy. I want to shred all you guys for allowing this. I expect some fines. I expect something because we're here, aren't we?
Yeah, this is one of those situations, and I've heard you talk about it, Coach. You talked about it with AB, Antonio Brown. When you coached them, sometimes you can't really discipline them because you'll lose them. So I have to be a player's coach with Greg. Be like, we'll get him next time. Pat him on the ass. Be like, it's okay. Get that alarm clock. Now, if this is Rico Bosco, you cut him. You just see you later. So you got to teach everybody coach them a little differently. I don't have a lot of leverage here with Greg. So even though he's mad, I'm trying to coach him up.
That's a great comeback. That's why you're the boss, Dave. That's
And I'll also say, in the NBA, for example, and even hockey overtime, referees put their whistles in their mouths. They let them play down the stretch, final couple minutes. I don't know why they don't do that in the NFL. Like that leverage call, garbage. Let it go. With the time running out, these have to be egregious penalties. And of course, we talked about earlier, the one that is egregious, Notre Dame, they don't call. So I don't know. Terrible refereeing.
I think referees should understand this. I learned this when I was doing Monday Night Football. I sat up there with Jerry Austin, who wore the white hat for 3 Super Bowls. And his philosophy on pass interference, holding calls, is those calls should call themselves. Like the interference call on the Jacksonville Jaguars yesterday, that is not an obvious PI call where we're all sitting in a bar saying that's PI or that's holding. You can't miss the obvious penalties. You can't miss that holding call at Texas A&M Notre Dame. You can't make that call against Arkansas State. You can't do it. And you can't make those calls unless they're obvious. I just think it's over officiating. There's too many technical rules. I think my blood pressure is a little too high now.
Let's go. Coach Gruden, the shred line, baby. Getting us pumped up here to Monday. Coach, cannot thank you enough. Can't wait to talk to you again soon, guys. Remember, Pro Football Show coming out later this week. Coach will be giving you everything you need to know about the league there.